Okay, just want to look at Venn diagrams and just some of the terminology that is used in a Venn diagram. So this is like A intersection B, and that's what that symbol that's going down like that means intersection. That just means where they both happen together. So A intersection B is just that area just inside there where they overlap. All right, so then we've got the other one, which is A union B. What does that mean? So A union B, that's what this means, the U part, that's union. A union B, that just means all of the A, and then all of the B, all of the A, and all of the B. That would be A union B. Okay. And when you look at this, the probability of A union B, this is where we get this rule from. It's the probability of A plus the probability of B, but you must subtract the probability of A and B happening together, because when I do this, you can see that they overlap and it's actually counted twice. Was anything in there, that would be the probability of A intersection B. So where they both happen together. This one means A or B, so it means you could have A or B, whereas this one means A and B. And that's the language you use and for this one and or for this one. So just looking at this, if I wanted to get A intersection B, and we have evens less than 60, let's just look at the factors of 48. 1 and 48, 2 and 24, 3 and 16, 4 and 12, 5, 6, 6 eighths of 48, 7 and 8. I'm repeating myself. So any factors of 48, okay, that are less than 60, so there'd be quite a few. That would be 2, 24, 48, 16, 12, 6 and 8, okay. A union B, that would be all of the evens, so 2, 4, 6, 8, all the way up to 60, so all the evens, plus all of the factors of 24 that are already included in that. So it'd be 1, 3, and yeah, that's it, the odd ones. Of course, all the other ones are less, and they're all even ones. And they're also less than 60. Just looking at sorting out a Venn diagram. So in this question, we have like 80 students. We have 80 students, okay. Now, if we look here, before we can answer these questions, we've got to work out what goes in the middle. So if we take the 80 students and we take away 21 plus 15 plus 35, how much would we have left? So that would be 21, 15, 35. So that would be 11, 5, 6, 7. So it's 71. So you end up with 9. So that must mean there must be 9 who do Italian and French. Okay, speaks neither Italian or French. That would be 21 out of 80 students. Speaks Italian or French only. So the only ones would be your 15 plus 35. So 30 plus 10 is 40, 50. So that would be 50 on 80. Speaks Italian and French, that would be 9 on 80. And speaks French or Italian. Okay, so that would be your 15 plus your 9 plus your 35, but don't count the 9 twice. All right, or it could just be 1 minus 21 on 80, which is 1 minus 21 on 80, which is 60, 59 on 80. Okay, so in a class of 30, 18 students study Chinese, 15 study Japanese, and 6 studies both. So the best way to do this is to look at a Venn diagram. So you've got Chinese, Japanese. There's 30 altogether, 6 study both. So 18 study Chinese. So you'd have to take the 18, you have to take the 6 away, because those studying Chinese include those who study both Chinese and those who just study Chinese. And then Japanese, so if you got the 15 and you took away the 6, you would have 9, so that would go 9 in there. And for a very similar reason, Japanese, if you look at Japanese, the ones who study both are 6, so you've got to take that because that's included in your total of 15. Okay, so if a student is chosen at random, find the probability that the student studies neither Japanese or Chinese. Okay, so if you've got the 12 plus 6, that's 18. 18 and 9 gives you 27. That means that there must be 3 that study neither, because there's 30 students altogether. So that would be 3 out of 30. Okay, so studying both would be 6 out of 30. And if you did choose 2 students, we want the probability they study Japanese only. Japanese only would be 9 on 30. And then when you choose your second student, that would be 8 students left with this situation out of 29 altogether, because you've already picked one. Okay, so I just want to look at this question. So we have Italian and French. All right. It's a Venn diagram. There are 80 students. Apologies, I did that one earlier in the video. Here's a new one. So we've got 32 students, 18 study history, 24 study geography, and 2 study neither. Okay, so there's 32 altogether. So 18 and 24, that's 30, 40, 42, plus 2 gives you 44. But there are only 32 students. So you're going to have to go 44 minus the 32. That would give you 12. That would mean there must be 12 who study both. If there's 12 who study both but 18 who do history, that means 12 plus 6 will give you 18 there. And 24 study geography, and 12 of them do both, so that must be 12 for geography. Now you're ready to answer the question. So randomly chosen student studies both history and geography. That would be 12 on 32. A randomly chosen student studies geography, but not history. That would be there. So that'd be 12 on 32 again. And 2 randomly chosen students, so 2 of them both study history. So that's 18. So 18 on 32, that will go down to 17 on 31.